What if I told you you're making irrational decisions every single day? Not randomly, but predictably irrational. Why do we buy things we don't need, fall for free offers, and make choices we later regret? The scary part is you're not the exception. You're the rule. And once you understand why, you can start making better decisions than 99% of people. In this video, we're breaking down Predictably Irrational, a groundbreaking book that reveals the hidden forces shaping your decisions. You'll learn why your brain compares instead of thinks, how free tricks you, and how small changes can dramatically improve your life. Let's dive in. The big idea. We like to believe we're rational, that we weigh pros and cons and make logical decisions. But here's the truth. We don't. Instead, our decisions are influenced by invisible psychological forces, biases we don't even notice. And the key insight of this book is our irrationality is predictable, which means if it's predictable, it can be understood. And if it can be understood, it can be improved. You don't know value, you compare. Here's a strange question. How do you know if something is expensive? You might say, I just know. But actually, you don't. You compare. Imagine this. Option A, a basic pen for $2. Option B, a premium pen for $10. Now add Option C, a slightly worse premium pen for $9. Suddenly, Option B looks like a great deal. That's not logic. That's manipulation. Your brain isn't choosing the best option, it's choosing the best relative option. Lesson: be careful what you compare, because comparison controls your decisions. The anchor trap. Let's talk about anchors. The first number you see sets the stage for everything else. If you see a shirt priced at $100, then find one for $50, it feels cheap. But is it actually worth $50? You don't know, because your brain is stuck on the anchor. Even random numbers, like the last digits of your phone, can influence how much you're willing to pay. Lesson: your first impression isn't truth, it's a trap. Why free is dangerous. Free is one of the most powerful words in the world because it removes risk. And when there's no risk, your brain stops thinking. Imagine a $5 chocolate versus a $1 chocolate. You choose based on value. Now imagine a $5 chocolate versus a free cheap chocolate. Suddenly, people rush to the free one, even if it's worse. Lesson: free isn't free. It often leads you to make worse decisions because your emotions take over. Your environment controls you. Here's a powerful truth. You don't control your behavior as much as you think. Your environment does. Small changes can completely alter your decisions. For example, putting healthy food at eye level, you eat better. Setting deadlines, you stop procrastinating. Removing distractions, you focus more. This is called choice architecture. Instead of relying on willpower, design your environment to make good decisions easier. You're bad at self-control. We all have goals. Eat healthy, save money, work hard, but we fail. Why? Because we choose short-term pleasure over long-term benefit. This is why we procrastinate, we overspend, we quit too early. But here's the fix. Use commitment devices. Examples: set deadlines, make public promises, add consequences. When you lock yourself in, you remove the option to fail. Emotions hijack your decisions. Have you ever made a decision and later thought, what was I thinking? That's because you weren't. In emotional states, anger, stress, excitement, your brain works differently. You become a completely different decision maker. The problem is you underestimate how powerful these emotions are. The solution: never make important decisions in emotional moments. Create rules before emotions take over. You overvalue what you own. Once you own something, it becomes more valuable to you. This is called the endowment effect. That's why you overprice things you sell, you hold on to bad ideas, you struggle to let go. Ask yourself, if I didn't own this, would I buy it today? If the answer is no, it's time to let go. Here's the bottom line. You are not rational, but you are predictably irrational. And that's actually good news, because once you understand your biases, you can make smarter decisions, avoid costly mistakes, and design a better life. The goal isn't to become perfectly rational. The goal is to become aware, because awareness is the first step to control. If you found this valuable, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And tell me in the comments, what's one irrational decision you've made recently? See you in the next video.